What I'm going to talk about today is the best practices for preparing your spreadsheet for importing data into eTel Pet software.
There are some things you definitely do not want to do, and it's best to know up front so that you don't make these mistakes. So the first thing is, yes, you can change the name of the file. You can name it anything you want, like My Product Vendor Import, for example. However, the tab name you do not want to change because when the import is looking for that name and it's different, that's going to cause an issue. Another thing that you don't want to change is the headers, because when eTel Pet is trying to upload your data, it's looking at these headers and it's looking for an exact match of each one of these headers. So if you change any of this wording, it's probably going to cause your import to fail. Another thing is to note is to make sure that your formatting is correct. Excel has this habit of changing numbers to scientific notation. So if you see a number in your spreadsheet that has a little plus symbol in it, that's because Excel has changed it to scientific notation. So to fix this, you'll click in the cell that has the bad formatting, right-click in the same cell, and choose Format Cells, and then you will change it to a number with 0 decimal places and click OK. So now your formatting is correct. Another issue that frequently happens is that UPCs in Excel can lose their leading zeros. So let's say that we have a UPC that looks like that. And UPCs should always have 12 digits, and this one clearly does not. So here's how we fix that. We click on the adjacent column, right-click, and click on Insert to insert a blank column. We're going to use this temporarily to fix these UPCs. Then you click in the cell that's adjacent to the UPC, the first one in the row, and you type the equal sign, the word text, an opening parentheses, and then you click on the cell with the UPC in it, type a comma, and then open double quotations, and then 12 zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, because there are 12 zeros in a UPC. Close it with a double quotation, and then a parenthesis, and then press enter. And now you can see that it's added all of the zeros back in that belong there, so that your import won't fail to match up. Now we need to put this back over here where it belongs and get rid of the formatting. So what we're going to do is right click on this cell and choose copy, and then we're going to left click over in this cell and then right click, and we're going to choose the values option, which is the little clipboard with the 1, 2, 3 in it, and that will paste that in there and keep all the leading zeros. So you can if you have a whole column, you can just do 1 here, and then you can go down like this. But as you can see, if any of the rows are blank, it's going to put all zeros in there, and you don't want that. So just make sure you don't have rows with all zeros in them, because that could cause an issue as well. So once you're done formatting your UPCs and copying them back to the correct column, you are done with this temporary column. So you can click on highlight the column, right click, and choose delete. And now your formatting is correct. A final thing that you want to check is that you don't have any formulas in your sheet, because perhaps you might use formulas to calculate your default cost, for example. And if these are left in here in your import, it's going to probably fail. So what you want to do to avoid that is highlight all of your default costs or whatever numbers might have formulas in them. And then you'll right click within the highlighted area, choose copy, and then right click in the first cell and choose the values only option, which is the clipboard with the 1, 2, 3. And now you've successfully reformatted this to only be text and not have any formulas left in the spreadsheet. Once you've done that, you're ready to go and you're following all the best practices for importing.